So it has been a hot minute. Jax, where have you been? Did you abandon us? No, I didn't. I just got back from being in South Africa, and it was the first Christmas that we've actually spent in South Africa in about 15 years. And well, no, it was 13 years from our last Christmas, and I was just there present with my family. And it's the first time that I've been back in recovery, so where I was actually joining in with the whole family, that I felt like I was just living for the first time in I can't tell you how long. It felt like all these handcuffs had just literally fallen off of me, and I wanted to be there with my family, just actually be there in the moments, not worry about editing, not worried about anything like that. But I did think of you guys every single day that I haven't, and I have missed actually like communicating with you guys in the comments below. I've just missed having that interaction with you guys. So I'm super excited and super stoked and super ready and super motivated to get back to filming. Yes, she's back. But a lot of stuff did come up this vacation, and a lot of stuff that I especially wanted to speak to you about, and that did actually leave me in a bit of trouble at the end. So let's get straight into it. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jax. I've been documenting my anorexia recovery for like the last year. I struggled with an eating disorder for 15 years, and it has just been twists and turns and ups and downs and quasi-recovery and then relapses. This time last year, I was in a freaking wheelchair. This time last year, I was just absolutely broken and frazzled, and if you had told me I would be today where I am a year ago, I would have said that you were smoking something funny. I would have been like, I don't think so, Linda. Being around a family for the holidays can be a little bit triggering, especially when people aren't aware of eating disorders. For example, if a loving family member says, don't eat junk food, you should recover on healthy food, it can really trigger you and put you back in a bad headspace. But the really important thing over the holidays and just in life in general that I really realized was just being around the people, like communicating with the people that are really close to me. My mom and my sister, my like solid support system, saying, this is where I'm at, I just need you to be there for me, reinforce it. You can't control what maybe distant relatives might say, but as long as you have that safety net around you, that keeps you grounded throughout the holidays. Now, the footage I'm super excited to show you. I had things on my bucket list that I wanted to do. It was my sister's birthday while we were there. So Christmas Eve, let's get straight into Christmas Eve. The really important thing was that I didn't serve myself any dishes. I was like, I would overthink it, I would overcomplicate it if I was the one putting the food on my plate. So what did I do? I trusted my loyal little minion, aka sister, aka little G, to go fill up my plate for me. Again, it was just that thing of just not wanting to be in a position where I was overthinking things, thinking, did I add enough? Maybe I should add a little bit less of this and a little bit more of that. Giving over control, because what I've learned is when I try to hold on to the smallest little habits, then I always stick in a quasi-recovery, and the only way you can get fully out of it is by don't serve your food, don't portion your food, don't measure your food. Just give up that control to someone else. It's the most terrifying thing you can do, but it does need to be done. But that did screw me over a bit, and I'll get there at the end of this video. We went to my grand's friend's house. We ate everything and anything. Bratwurst rolls. Oh my gosh, where have you been for the last few years? I've missed it. It's like a tradition in South Africa. And then for dessert, it was peppermint crisp, which is one of our favorite things as well, because if you go to South Africa and you don't have a cook sister, a milk tart, or a peppermint crisp, or a marble pudding, did you really experience South Africa? No, you didn't, and it had been a good 13 years since I had had any of that. And again, not portioning out desserts was pretty much the biggest change and the biggest kick up the ass, because it just got me to be present in that moment. Christmas Day was, again, just an experience in itself. It was being around family that I haven't been around in so long, and what was difficult as well being around the family was that they hadn't seen me throughout my anorexia struggle. So this family hadn't seen me in a very long time, and when people make comments such as, you're looking so great, how did you lose that weight? That can be triggering, because that can make you think, oh no, then I don't want to, they won't think I look as great if I gain weight. But like I said, you've just got to be very distant and realize that when people make certain comments, it's because they don't know you and they don't know your process. Maybe to some people a specific weight might look good on someone, but if I don't feel that I'm living my life in that weight, or if I don't feel I'm healthy to maintain that weight, then that is not the weight for me. And no matter who thinks you look a specific way at a weight, it's all about how you feel in your body. And having my mom and sister just help me reinforce that the whole time meant everything. Christmas was the first Christmas that, again, I didn't portion out my own food and I was actually there with everyone. It was like, my heart feels so full speaking about it because I loved it that much. 2 days after Christmas, it's my sister's birthday, and she was like, she wanted to go to a game farm. Now, my mom grew up on a game farm. We spent so much time on game farms, and we were like, let's just go, let's just do it. What is a game farm, you might ask? It's pretty much like it's a safari park, and you just, no cages, nothing like that. The animals roam free. It's incredible on this wildlife reserve, and it started off with this sunset game ride when we got there. But when the silence is so deafening, that word silence is deafening, can really it takes on a whole new meaning when you hear nothing. And when they served traditional South African snacks, when we stopped off for our sunset ride, where it was the boerewors rolls, it was the chips, and then it was the cream soda, having my first fizzy drink in God knows how long was just, it was amazing. And it was something that if I had gone to South Africa, if I'd gone to that safari, if I had done this holiday and still lived with my eating disorder rules, then I wouldn't have experienced one free moment with my family. I wouldn't have actually experienced what I did back then. And the memories I made this vacation will last me for the rest of my life. If you go and you restrict on these type of things, losing those memories will haunt you for the rest of your life. Here is the bathroom, and excuse the mess, but here is my bedroom. Got nice beds there, and then it opens out. Well, the blinds are down, but it opens out into the bush. Hello, trees.
So then we can get there and try to track, because they don't have collars. We have to track, follow the tracks and those kind of things. So I just hope that we find them.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the leaves. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of.
That is a really tough lesson that I have learned over the last 15 years, is just feeling haunted instead of free, or feeling haunted at the end of these vacations instead of just feeling completely like I experienced something. I never actually felt like I was on holiday. I felt so stressed when I was on holidays because I was just so wound and uptight, thinking, you know what, I felt guilty about missing out on memories. I felt guilty on missing out on experiences. I felt so guilty the whole vacation that by the time when I got home, I felt exhausted. I was like, this just doesn't work. I got to have my first Wimpy's burger again, my first milkshake where someone else prepared it. So it was a Wimpy strawberry milkshake with a burger and fries, having it with everyone else. Every single day it was eating what everyone else ate. I had no control over making my own food. I had no control over dishing up, but it did end up shooting me in the foot, and that's what we are actually gonna get to now. People tell you your body is different in recovery, whether it's binge eating, orthorexia, anorexia, bulimia, coming from that type of mindset when you've done a lot of damage to your internal organs, where you've just completely disrupted your body. You can't live like everyone else. So what happened in South Africa was I didn't follow my meal plan at all because I ate like everyone else. I ate what everyone else ate. I ate the same foods at the table, the same portion sizes. I didn't dish up everything. But I ended up losing a lot of weight because of that. And when you're in recovery and your body's at a specific state and your mindset is in a specific way, it takes a lot of energy to heal and repair itself. And you do need to eat double what everyone else eats. And where I thought, no, I'm good enough. I can eat what everyone else around me is eating. I'll be fine. I wasn't fine from that. Maybe mentally I might have felt free, but obviously my body losing weight told me that it's not at a place where it can eat like everyone else yet, and I still have to be in surplus. I still have to be following mini mold guidelines. I'm gonna get to a stage where I can eat what everyone else eats, where my body is like, feels safe enough to say, okay, I'm not gonna go into this weight loss mode or anything just by eating normally. It's okay, I've finished healing and repairing. What happened this vacation was my body telling me I'm not finished healing and I'm not ready to be like everyone else because I need a lot more. So that's just what I wanted to leave you guys with today. Is yes, I felt mentally in the best place I've been in so long, but my body told me, Jax, you've still got a lot of work to do. So that's where I'm at now. Again, up to my weight gain program. So the videos coming up are all going to be about what I'm doing, how I'm gaining weight, and how I feel about it mentally. But I feel in such a good place that I want it. I'm happy with it. I would rather be happy and at a bigger weight than miserable and at a smaller weight, because I loved making every single memory that I did this vacation. And happy and healthy is a mindset, it's not a body weight. I don't know who else needed to hear that or who else has been in that same position, but right now, especially, we always have this ability and this tendency to want to eat like everyone else, to want to compare our portions to everyone else, to overestimating what we're eating. We think, no, I'm definitely eating more than enough because I'm eating like everyone else. And that's not okay, because I'm not like everyone else at the moment. And if you're struggling as well, if you've been in a restrictive mindset for a long time, don't compare your portions to anyone else, because they're not you. They don't know what it's like to live in your body. So instead of trying to live in everyone else's body or to live like everyone else, just do what I'm doing right now and live in your own body and listen to what your body needs. And if this was helpful, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to follow me along my journey, if you want to do this together, if you just want to have a friend along the ride that knows where you're at. And I'm going to see you guys very soon in my next video. Mwah.